Peace to everybody out there in the internet universe. I'm the one and only Shakori Shine, and welcome to my YouTube channel. All right, so this is going to be one of my messages like that I use my oracle readings. Right, this is going to be a message for anyone who can receive this message. Right, this is for my lovers. I like to call you guys my lovers, the people who are literally on the path to becoming love, not just seeking love, right? Those of us who are on the path to actually become love and to love on the planet as God loves, right? So I'm just looking at your journey right now. And it's so interesting from what I'm seeing in this particular journey, okay? So right now, this message is going to be for someone who is probably fresh out of a relationship. Like I see relationship failure in your present moment. Okay, you could even be going through a divorce, right? So this is as small as I was talking to someone, and the talking scenario didn't work out, to as major as a divorce and breaking up assets and all that different type of stuff. But what I am seeing, what I know I'm picking up, is that this has been kind of like a recurring theme in relationships for you, where there is consistent like relationship failure, like consistent relationship breakdown, consistent relationship failure. It's like almost kind of like no matter what you're doing in relationships, there's always some sort of like breakdown in communication, breakdown in the structure of the relationship. It's just like it's not working out, right? So that's where I see you at in the present moment. Fresh out of a breakup, and fresh can mean like a year, you know what I mean? But you're single, you are in the aftermath of a relationship failure or breakdown, okay? But, and this is the thing that I like about people who are lovers like me, right? We break up, but we keep on loving. We keep on going, because I see that that's where your inner guidance system is pointing you in the direction of. It's like, I know this last scenario didn't work out, but we're going to keep going. We're going to keep, and this time we're going to go with the flow. That's the big thing for you right now. That inner guidance, that inner GPS is like, we're going to go north, and because that's the path of least resistance, right? So you're going to go down the path of least resistance, and you're like, I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm not going to, like go out of my way, but when I meet people, I'll go on dates, very, very like shallow type of connecting. I'm not trying too hard. I just want to feel good. I want to look good. I want to feel good. When I want to go out to eat, when I want to, do little cute things, I'll do them, right? But right now, you're just I'm going to go with the flow type of connection. Okay, anybody, and I don't see you being exclusive with anybody, right? Now, if you do have one particular person that's on your mind, right, you may just be going with the flow with this person, right? You're like, I'm gonna go with the flow, and I could say that because if you are dating someone in particular and you're fresh out of a breakup, you're like, I want to go with the flow. Now, I do see on an emotional level, right, that you do have like romantic feelings and romantic, daydreams and all of that different types of stuff, right? You daydream about love, you daydream about being in a committed relationship, you daydream about making, and not just having sex, but making love, right? Like you're in this emotionally, you're in this dreamy kind of space. So where your direction is like, we're going to go down the path of least resistance. And you're like, I just feel love. I feel romantic inside. And if you're not doing so right now, it's best to take these feelings that you have and use creative visualizations to attract more of what you want. All right. Creative visualization is probably going to be one of your best tools in your dating life. It's undervalued. in relationship creation, right? In all the different things that we're talking about. But you utilizing creative visualization is really going to help you. Yep, it's really going to help you create and to attract the experiences, the type of experiences that you want to have. Okay. That's a big thing for you. Yeah, all of these romantic feelings, all of these daydreams that you're having, it's something about your hands as well. I don't know, maybe you're some sort of like healer or massage therapist, or you know, it's something about your hands that are really sticking out to me. I don't know if you love with your hands or you're a toucher. You might need intimacy, physical touch, or something like that. But something about hands is kind of coming out and standing out right now. Now, listen to this, because the board is speaking to me. You have an inner need for control. All right. And that has been your, that I'm not saying it's all your fault, right? Your relationship breakdown or your marriage or divorce breakdown, but this subconscious tendency to control others and willing to use physical force to control is something that you should be mindful of and something that you should work on, right? I'm really seeing that there is like, you really desire to have control, okay? And that controlling nature is what is like, again, that's your subconscious saboteur. That's what's stopping you from creating the love and relationship that you want to create. It's you forcing, you controlling, using bouts of fit and anger and whatever it is to have your way. All right. That's really not going to work for you. Okay. Now, if you can get past, that need to control, what I see you gathering is a different level of emotional intelligence, right? There is a need for you to expand your knowledge, to gain more knowledge on empathy, emotional intelligence, and how emotions work within a relationship, right? I can give you an example. It's coming to me from myself. I was always a person who would say, like, I'm a sapiosexual, or, I like to make mental connections and all that different types of stuff. And that's great. I think mental connections in a relationship are great, but when you're trying to bond with someone and to create some security and safety, it's all about emotions. All right. It's not necessarily about mind to mind, like brain to brain, but more heart to heart. Okay. And so you're going through this transformation. I'll say you're going through this transformation, which is going to lead you to more knowledge on how to emotionally connect with other people, how to open up safe spaces emotionally. You are going to learn how to use yin power, energy, feminine energy, in order to create emotional bonds and connections with people. All right. That is the information. That is the information that you are lacking. Okay. In relationships, you might know how to connect with someone very logically, very intellectually, right? That's your MO. I'm seeing it. That's probably your MO, but you need to learn how to connect with others emotionally, how to open up your heart, how to be, create emotional bonds and emotional safety with people. Now, this is the gotcha, right? This is an interesting thing. All of the relationship failure, all of the pattern of your relationships that you have been experiencing, because I'm pretty sure you have seen the pattern. If you're here, I'm pretty sure you've seen the pattern that has been going on within your relationships, okay? The interesting thing is that this is not a pattern from this lifetime, from your own experience, right? This is a pattern that is ancestral. It's in your bloodline, right? I knew someone, and this is how ancestral things work, right? I had a friend who I always kind of found herself in the what they call the side chick position, right? She can never be the main girl. She can never be it. And this is a beautiful girl, successful, blah blah blah. And it's like, why can't I? But you know what? Her mother was like that. Her grandmother was like that. It was like that for her sisters. It was just something that was spiritually, karmically happening within their bloodline. And until someone did something to break that cycle, it would continue to haunt that. And that's a ghost. So it's something that's more haunting you. That is the reason for your that like these consistent pattern that you've been experiencing. Maybe you've been experiencing like crazy people, abusive people who are emotionally unavailable, people who are stubborn, whatever it is, whatever the type of pattern you've been in, it's something that has been passed down through your bloodline. And the more that you can like investigate that, uncover it, see the pattern of, especially of marriage within your family, you're going to uncover the truth and get to the bottom of this. And that's what's going to assist you. You might have to do some ancestral work. If you're not already into your ancestral work, you might have to venerate your ancestors in order to start to lift that type of pattern out of your bloodline. All right. I do see you, I do see you connecting with someone or just people in general. This is like, again, that sapiosexual type of thing where you connect with someone based off of the conversation that you guys are having. And the conversation is usually about, world things, world events, psychology, philosophy, sociology, that those types of high level things, metaphysical things like that type of conversation is what's connecting you with whomever you're connecting with. You're hitting it off with someone when your conversation is about these things, goals, visions, where you want to be in 5 years, what type of lifestyle do you want to live, all of that type of stuff, right? That's how you know that you're meeting someone who you could do something with, right? You can take a relationship forward, or you can build a friendship, whatever it is you're trying to do. All right. Having these conversations about the future and all that different type of stuff, that's what's going to like carry your relationship dynamics forward. That's what's going to help you even feel more comfortable being emotionally connected with someone. I know I said the thing earlier about the intellectual connection versus the emotional connection. It seems like, you really do need that intellectual connection of, we have to share the same philosophy on life. We have to share the same vision for life. We have to have the same goals and dreams and aspirations, right? That's nothing wrong with that. But I think that you're going to incorporate, what I see you incorporating is being able to connect also on an emotional level, create emotional safety and security within your connections. But when I do see you connecting with someone and having these different types of conversations and seeing how your goals and visions for your life align, the big thing for you is to just not force the scenario, right? There's something about you where you could be a forcer. You could be someone who, maybe in the past rushed relationships or was rushing to commitment, right? That's really the thing, like rushing to commitment, rushing to, that place of being solid, because you're still trying to understand how to create emotional safety and security, which first has to happen within yourself, and then it happens with someone else, right? Where you guys create security for each other to be whoever you are with one another, right? But what you're going to have to do is, you can make those connections with someone and you can see me and person A are going in the same direction. Don't try to force it and rush it into commitment. Okay? Don't try to automatically jump into the commitment boat with them. A word of advice is to allow things to unfold naturally in their own time. Okay? You don't need to try to push the connection or do anything like that. You just need to allow it to unfold naturally. You need to allow time to pass by so that it can just come together naturally. All right. And also, just on a person to person level, you might want to follow the other person's lead. Okay. If you're dating someone and they haven't introduced you to their family, don't introduce them to your family, right? If they haven't said I love you yet, you reserve your tongue and you don't say I love you, because you are the type to tend to want to rush to commitment, and that's just the thing. So allow the universe to flow and work things out for you. Allow the other person to take the lead when it comes towards getting into commitment. And that's just the advice that I'm seeing here right now. All right. And just let go of this rushing energy, this forceful energy trying to get to commitment. Okay. Work on, look into the pattern of marriage within your family, because I just see here everyone doesn't want marriage, but I can see whoever this reading is for is someone who wants a formal relationship structure. All right. But I see also, because you're not getting it, you're like, I'm just going to go with the flow. That's what you're inner direct. I'm not sure if you're someone who can naturally go with the flow. Right. But if you're on this message, this is just confirmation. Your own inner guidance has already told you, just go with the flow. I'm just here to confirm it for you, right? That is the thing. Just go with the flow. Go out, have a good time. If you are seeing one person, you need to just go with the flow with that person. If you're single and you're not, maybe you're like on dating apps, or you're just hanging out with a couple people, you're just keeping it light and going with the flow of things. All right. Make sure you take time out of your day, specifically at nighttime, to visualize the type of relationship that you want to find yourself in. Okay. We're not doing no forcing. You might want to study up a bit more on emotional connection and empathy for relationships. I see you reading books, studying, learning about emotional connection and safety in relationships is going to be really useful for you. I'll say that. All right. So yeah, I think that's everything that I needed to tell you in this particular reading. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of, this reading for today. I have my books open. The links will be down there if you guys want to get a reading from me, because it's way better one-on-one and in person. So yeah, this is all. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you. All right. Peace.